Hey, welcome back to LCS. Brian, as it says right down there in the bottom. Just figured I'd jump onto a live stream tonight. Just got back from my local comic shop, picked up some books. So I figured I'd run through them and show you what I got. So yeah, I'm trying to get. Haven't done a live stream in a little bit, so trying to get back into this. I guess we'll jump right in. Picked up Shang-Chi versus the Marvel Universe. This is, I think this is the continuation of the recent series. I guess Marvel's trying to build some hype around the series with the movie coming out. But you got Spider-Man down there, and I think Spider-Man is featured prominently in this this first issue. Picked up this variant cover as well, with you see the Spider-Man in the background. Thought that was a pretty cool cover, so picked that up. Haven't read it yet, so don't know, what it's about. But hey, it's got Spider-Man in it. Most likely, I'm going to pick it up. Picked up Peter Parker, The Amazing Shutterbug. This title was not on my radar. But again, I mean, I saw the cover. That kind of caught my eye. Pretty cool cover. So that's why I picked that up. Like I said, I had no idea what this story is about. Didn't even, haven't seen anybody talk about it, or so. Got to kind of do a little research on this. I have no idea what it's about, but again, Spider-Man's my guy, so I often pick up some Spider-Man books. Hey, Dank Comics, thanks for joining. Yeah, I don't know. I picked up a ton of books tonight. Haven't read through them yet, but and I think I really have been influenced by some of the other videos I've been watching, because I picked up a bunch of titles that weren't on my pull list, but I picked them up anyway. Another Spider-Man title, Spider Shadow. This is issue number 2. I have issue number 1. I haven't read those either, but picked that up. And then, Shutterbug. I don't know. I had no idea what that book was about. I actually didn't even hear about it until I saw the cover at the shop, and that's kind of why I picked it up. Amazing Spider-Man 65. I think I've mentioned in my some of my videos already that I don't always make it to my local comic shop every Wednesday. It just depends on what's going on. I got a pull list set up. They're very flexible. I can email them and say, "Hey, can you add this title?" And they'll put it in. So I don't always get there every Wednesday. So as you can see, 2 issues of Spider-Man 65 and 66, Amazing Spider-Man. It's just because, like I said, I didn't get there last week. I think it's actually been about 2 or 3 weeks since I've been there. So Amazing Spider-Man, and this giant size Amazing Spider-Man King's Ransom number 1. Again, didn't know much about this title either, but picked it up as well. I'm a sucker for Spider-Man books. So, and then Carnage, Black, White, and Blood. This is issue number 2. I have issue number 1. Haven't read through it either, but with the Venom movie and Carnage hype, I figured it was good to kind of check this out. And here's issue number 3, Black, White, and Blood, Carnage. Another pretty good cover, cool cover. I think there's a variant out that's similar with Carnage with Spider-Man, similar to the cover of Spider-Man Amazing Spider-Man issue number 55. I think they've done that. A couple Star Wars books, Star Wars: The High Republic, number 5. So been collecting the series since the beginning. Haven't read through it, but this is a series I'm interested in reading. War of the Bounty Hunter, Star Wars. There's a really cool variant cover that I just somebody was talking about it this week. That's kind of a homage cover to Wolverine #1. So it's got Boba Fett with the Khmer type cover. If you haven't seen it, you should really check it out. My local shop didn't have any copies, and I've seen them on eBay and some other places for pretty pricey, $25. I think about $25. I think was the cheapest. So. Black toy variant. Which cover were you talking about? Was that for the Carnage cover? So, and this is another cover that I saw somewhere else. I've been watching too many videos on YouTube. I can't keep track. But Splinter. I mean, this cover just pops. So I went and picked it up. I'm not the biggest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, but I really liked really like this cover. Oh, the black Boba Fett. Yeah, it's a #1 alpha cover. It's a variant, but it looks like, I don't know if it's a limited variant, but it's a really cool cover. And like I said, I've only seen it in a few places, a couple eBay auctions, or buy it now, but pretty high price. And then I think it was one online comic shop that I saw it too, but it was the original cover, Bounty Hunters, plus the Virgin cover, and I think they were going for like $40 each. So, but it's definitely a cover I'd like to pick up because it's a cool looking cover. This was I already have. I think this was the second print, Berserker #2. But again, the cover kind of caught my eye. Pretty cool cover. So I went ahead and picked that up. And these books were definitely not on my radar until I've seen them on several shows here on YouTube. Geiger #1. This is, I think, the 3rd print of issue #1, or maybe even the 4th print. I forget. This book wasn't on my radar, but hearing a lot of good things. A lot of people talk about it, say it's a really good story. So I went ahead and picked up that. Like I said, it's definitely a 3rd or 4th print, and then Geiger #2. And I know this is a variant cover, but thought that was a pretty cool cover too. So picked that one up. Yeah, so definitely have been influenced by some of the other channels and comics that others have been picking up. Kind of, it sparked my interest in titles that I normally don't pick up. But and this is Star Wars: The High Republic Adventures. I've been following this series along too. This is issue #4. So pick that one up. That's on my pull list. And then, because the fact that I haven't been to the local shop in a couple weeks, this is Nightwing. This is what, 78? Yep, 78. Really cool cover. Really like the cover. This is the actual second print. So I know this had popped up on a number of other people's channels over the last couple weeks. I guess the first print. So, but still was glad to get my hands on a copy of the second print. But it's a really cool cover. And I think Nightwing 80 too has a really cool. I think it's a variant cover where they're climbing up the side of a building, kind of a throwback to the 70s or the 60s Batman. Adam West. Yeah, I think the Nightwing does have a great cover. And like I said, I think it was I looked for it tonight when I was at the shop. Issue 80. It's kind of a vertical cover with them climbing up the wall. Like I said, kind of a throwback to the old, Adam West Batman series. But I didn't see it. Picked up Batman. This is issue 108. So I think this is the first appearance of a new character, Miracle Molly. Didn't know much about it, but figured I'd pick it up as well. A little bit of speculation. First appearance of a new, Batman character. Figured I'd, pick it up. Oh, really? Is that second print different than the first print? The second print cover different than the first print? I wasn't sure if that. I thought I remember it being a similar cover, but like I said, this cover definitely. Looking over books at the shop, it was kind of in the back of my mind, and then when I saw the cover, I was like, "Oh, I definitely want to grab that." And picked up the last book I picked up was Robin #1. Again, this is kind of influenced by some of the things I've been watching in some other channels, some other comic channels. I've heard good things about it, so I wanted to pick that up and hopefully get to read that soon. But just thought it was I was in the shop, heard good things, so I picked it up. And yeah, that's pretty much all the books that I picked up this week. A lot more than I expected. But like I said, I've really been influenced by some of the other content I've been watching here on YouTube. A lot of the other comic channels. So kind of picked up some books that I normally wouldn't. But like I said, the fact that I don't always get to the store every week, I figured, if there's titles there that I'm interested in, I better grab them up now before they're gone. So, and that's, I think that's about it from that. I did pick up a few other, I picked up a couple back issues of Amazing Spider-Man, the current run. There were a couple issues that I was missing. So I picked up issue 11 and maybe issue one in the 40s, 43, I think. Just kind of, filling out the run on the current Spider-Man. So there was just a couple issues that I had missed. So, and my local comic shop runs they basically have like a comic club. It's kind of like you pay a yearly fee, $10, and they give you 10% off, any new issues. And then they give you a certain percentage on different days off any back issues. So I think tonight was 20% off on any back issues. It's different days of the week that they have a different percentage off. So definitely have already, pretty much my first purchase, after signing up for the club, was able to, take my 10% off and make my money back. So that was pretty good. So I think that about wraps it up. I'm going to be, should have a new what sells on eBay for last week posted tomorrow. And then I'm actually working on an interview with a comic book presser and cleaner. Actually runs an independent service. I actually had sent some books off to him a couple months ago, and they're actually sitting with CGC now. But kind of, I want to pick his brain a little bit on pressing and he breaks in. He's done some work where he's cracked some slabs and press books and gotten better results. So looking forward to picking his brain and understand a little bit more. I've never done any pressing or obviously done some cleaning, some light cleaning with books, but never pressing. Actually considered maybe getting a press, in the future, but I want to learn a little bit more about it. So figured it'd be great to do an interview with somebody who's been doing it for a while, and highlight his business. Very reasonable. He helped me out with 4 books that I recently sent off. So look for that hopefully next week. So, and I, appreciate Dank. Thanks for joining. Who's the presser? His name is Indie Jim. I actually found him through a Facebook group. I'm not sure if he has any any other social media presence other than he's basically has a Facebook group, but it's Indie, Indie INDY Gym. I think it's a play on two things. I think he lives in Indianapolis, and kind of a takeoff on Indiana Jones, Indie Gym. So, but yeah, I'll definitely have more information. Should have that video posted. I think we're going to try to get together this weekend and then post that video hopefully early next week. And I'll get all of his contact information and get that included in the description of the video. So definitely a really cool guy. I've chatted with him a little bit online through Facebook Messenger and things like that. But I follow his Facebook page, and he does some really great work. I've seen some before and after pictures, which are amazing. So looking forward to getting that interview going. So thanks for joining me. Yeah, hopefully if you guys picked up some new books, maybe something different than I didn't, throw it in the comments or let me know. Love to hear what you guys picked up or what what's on your radar. So yeah, take care. Have a good night.